What's up, y'all? Chris and NoLimitSquad, your personal Isochain and fitness vlogging channel. We're gonna start this a little differently today because this is the update on the Springfield Frog exercise routine that I'm on, which absolutely sucks, by the way. But there's some other things I've been doing. So we're gonna start with this, which are my every other day calf raises for 188 reps. And it absolutely sucks, but it is working. So we're gonna go into this real quick. All right, so now that that's done, now I gotta do 500 skip ropes in a row. So even though my calves already shot, let's just go do this real quick. And then we gotta stretch, and then we got the isochain. $74 calories, about 4 minutes, 30 seconds of cardio. If you can't tell, it works. I love this thing. A jump rope with a calorie counter, and that's a winner. On to stretching. All right, after the jump rope, I do the stretching. It is miserable, as you can see. Oh my God, it sucks. It sucks. But I worked my way up to 18 revolutions. When I started at the beginning of this year, I was surprisingly at 15. I was at 12, but like I said, the Isochain did something with my joints, with my flexibility, where it increased it a little bit. I don't know how, but it allowed me to start this year at 15. I have no idea because I know I was at 12, so I don't know. But I hold these for 5 minutes daily, and it is helping. The goal is to get to 20 revolutions. Probably the next week or so. So right now, yeah, 18 sucks, so this is 18. So after I do my stretching, the next thing I do is on my OG Isochain setup here for the bench, I just step in between the wood and the chain, bring this up. I know you can't see it too much right now. Bring it up to my hips, move the chain out the way. And so now I'm stuck in between and just lay down. And I have the plank of wood right behind my shoulder blades, like this. I already had the load mode set up on here before, so all I gotta hit is load. And whatever number shows up is the one I just did the day prior. So, and on 3, I just push up. 1, 2. Now, well, I'm sure y'all heard that I didn't beat my last one. 204, it was 209 yesterday, so oh well, I'm just gonna document it anyway. All right, so now all I do after that bench press is I just finish everything else. So I start with the tricep extension all the way up at the top. Chain link of 55. Didn't beat it, I don't even think I got close yet. Dang, 213. Next one, shoulder press, 241. You know what? It just seems to be one thing after the other. Now this is something I did to myself using the pec deck machine over at my gym. I put the angle too far back, and as a result, today I think is almost a month of dealing with this shoulder injury. I have not done chest in 3 weeks, and it sucks. Like right here, like right in the, I don't think I like tore anything. It's just really hot. Like it's just really, don't mess with it. So doing that tricep extension just now triggered it. Surprisingly though, this shoulder press doesn't. So I heard a beat. Hey, 242.6. My highest on here is 254. It's been a battle of the 220s to 240s ever since, but it's kind of going like this, like that. It sucks when mentally you're ready to make moves, but physically your body's like, oh no, I don't want to. Front raises, 89 to beat. 89. Favorite number. Nope, didn't beat it. Tell me I was close. 87. Wow. Man, that was bad. So now bicep curl. My highest on the bicep curl was, I pulled a 180 for the first time ever since I've had the Isochain. 3 days ago. Honestly, I don't feel like that's gonna happen, but you never know. I'm just gonna try my best. Oh, I wasn't swaying. 166, man. I'm so spoiled with my 170s now. That's not normal. Like I'm in the 170s. Pretty much like it's the new norm now. I remember when like 150s and 140s were the new norm. That's crazy, man. 3 months, man, my absolute strength went up about 20 poundage. I'm sorry, 30. Well, 180 isn't the new norm yet. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Reverse curl, 92. To be honest, guys, I'm really thinking about dropping this one, but I'll explain it in another video. It's not that it's not working. I just calf raise 502. Yeah, let's see how that works. After 188 freaking reps on the stairs over there, full range of motion, and 500 jump ropes. If I get a 5 anything, that's good. If you guys haven't noticed, I put the little blue pieces of tape every 5 chain links. That has been a lifesaver. Lifesaver. Almost like lifesavers. Lifesaver gummies. Close. I was closer than I thought. Wow, 488. Highest so far is 528. I love these like one and done. My body really responds freaking well to just one set. Kind of like the Dragon and the Sweet 16. My body responds really well to that. Searcher squat, which has been a lot better for me. Technically, I should be wearing my belt right now, but I live in central Pennsylvania. Okay, Google, what's the weather outside right now?
Right now in progress, it's 34 degrees and mostly sunny. Today, there'll be snow showers with a forecasted high of 34 and a low of 26.
Damn, I didn't know that. Damn. I hate when that happens. And like, what I used to do is like, if I lose my balance and I start tipping forward or backwards, I used to just stop and then I have like less energy. So like, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just keep on going. So whatever. I pulled about the same as last time, about 415. With the belt though, it's funny. For the last 10 days, I've been in the 480s. So I know it's a little bit of cortical inhibition here and just trying to stop my body from, it's in here. I just don't want to, I finally got over that whole thing from the Power 45 on my lower back, talking the entire 45 fucking days, so I don't want to go back to the row. 429 is what I got, which is weak because my highest is 465. I'm gonna put it to 429. Just beat what I did yesterday. That's it. Beat what you did yesterday. What I found is that if you go back to your highest number, you do worse. Has anyone else done that? Does the workout take longer? Listen, just take the L for the day, write it down, and then try and beat what you did yesterday. You won't even get set back too far. I mean, unless you were dealing with pain or something. See, I beat it by like 5 or something, 432. And these little fluctuations happen, guys. I mean, they do. I used to get bent out of shape because I didn't understand the curve with the Isochain. Now I do. I don't even sweat these types of days anymore. It's like, it used to piss me off. Now it's just like, it's just part of the game. It's like if you get perfect sleep, you ate amazingly, you did everything by the book, and you just have a shitty day at the gym. I'm sure everyone watching has done that. Everyone, right? Same thing. It's not a big deal. On 3, over under grip. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't beat it, but I got a 734. That counts for something, right? But like I said, it's consistently 700, so 734.6 today. Deadlift, 609 yesterday without the belt. The last 3 days have been in the 660s, which by the way have been personal best on the deadlift. So I'm just gonna put 609. I can tell my back has gotten better because this hurt way too much. This, the RDL, all that. On 3, 1, 2. Ah, nope. That felt like a 4 something. Yeah, my back, not like bad, but I just felt like if I pulled any more, it would have been bad. 524, yeah, just, I'm gonna leave it. I should have my belt on, but again, it's cold as balls outside, and I don't feel like going out to the car to get it. So, last one is RDL, 391. My highest has been 492, which was, man, 3 days ago, I was setting records. I just noticed the trend there. Like, again, today's not a bad day either. I mean, it really isn't. A couple months ago, I'd be like, oh, this is terrible. These numbers, I'm so mad. Now it's just like, it's not to say that I don't care anymore. I care. I just know how the progression on the Isochain goes. It's not like every single day is gonna be like, oh, new record, oh, new PR, oh, you know, by like, nope. And I'm sure y'all have seen that as well, so it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. Today's goal, I'm gonna try and get 400. Again, I usually have my belt for my lower back, just extra protection, but I'm not gonna say it again. You already know why I'm not getting it. Okay, 391. My back is a little tight right now. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Oh, 371. That's fine for now. That is fine for now. I am not sweating it. I am down by 120. And again, that's because I don't have the belt, and that's fine. I went through everything. Before I go over numbers, all right, I want to say this real quick. The hypertrophy, the whole point of the Springfield Frog, I stopped. Why? That was the whole point of creating this exercise, right? That was the whole point of me making this. Well, just like in personal training and sometimes in our own programs, as we're going through the program, we start to notice things that might be affecting us negatively, all right? It's not a cop-out. I want the leg hypertrophy, okay? Here's what I've noticed. The 4 main hypertrophy lifts that I do on the Springfield Frog, the seated row that you just saw, the hack lift, the calf raise, and the Zercher squat are all my 45-second hypertrophy lifts on the Isochain. Will I eventually get back to that? Yes, I will. Right now, no, I won't. Why? Okay, because in my particular situation, my knees are my priority. Okay, so what I've noticed is that doing the row, I started to get achy again. I haven't experienced any achiness since I started using the Isochain. And the only thing that's changed, okay, is the hypertrophy, holding that contraction at that intensity for 45 seconds. Instead of the strengthening effect, it felt like it was more of an unraveling effect. If that makes sense. Again, this is still new to me. So if you guys have any ideas on that, drop them in the comment section below. Listen, I am an open book. I am open-minded. I am not closed-minded. Talk to me, okay? So I've decided to drop that for now. I want to focus on strengthening my joints. So I've turned the Springfield Frog for me, into just strength only again. So it's taking about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at most, to do this program, which right now, you know, I want the hypertrophy benefits, but I gotta look after my joints right now, okay? So, and the reason I stopped doing the other hypertrophy lifts is the achiness is starting to go away. I stopped doing that about a week ago. So 2 weeks in, I stopped doing it. So I went back to 6 seconds for everything. This is pretty much gone now. So now it's back to being all bulletproof and strong and stuff, which I love. And again, this is including the dynamic lifts as well. Since I noticed it in my arm, I was like, oh no, I wonder if it's gonna happen in my knees. I've done so well to get this far, to be able to squat and look in this camera without intense pain at this angle, all right? I don't wanna go backwards. So I decided just not to do that for now. Maybe a couple months later, I'll go into the hypertrophy lifts and have that be part of my Isochain program. But for right now, I'm gonna stick with strength only for now, and the other programs I cover are going to be programs that I'm not doing at the moment. Okay, and it'll just be for you guys. So now let's get into the numbers and the progress so far in the last 21 days. It's interesting. This is interesting. All right, so here are the results. So my bench press went up 22% from 224 to 274. All right, and what I'm gonna do is just go over my max, my lowest number, the number from when I first started this program until I got the highest number recorded. So this is the PR one, and this is what I'm gonna go with from now on. Because when I went with the here's what I did today only, it's skewed. It's not really a true measurement, because what I've learned in the last 3.5 months or whatever doing this is that at any given day, you might have a bad day. So it's not really a true test of how strong we truly got on the Isochain, all right? Because yeah, we have fluke days where everything is really high, but what are the consistent new numbers? The consistent new numbers. That's why I picked the PRs. All right, the row went up 28% from 361 until 465. Tricep overhead extension went from 192 to 256. When I pulled the 256, I was thinking about something. I was really pissed off. Bicep curl went from 170 to 180, so it's an increase of 5%. Reverse curl, I went from 77 to 94, so that's an increase of 22%. Shoulder press, I went from 189 to 248, an increase of 28%. Upright row went from 146 to 220, an increase of 44%. Front raise from 88.8 to 90, an increase of 0.2%. Hey, I'll take it. I remember what my numbers on the front raise used to be. Deadlift, remember my lower back was talking from the Power 45, so it started a little lower, but it came back up actually. It was an increase of 58%. I went from 433 to 670. I'm sorry, 684. This is the only one I'm not gonna count. With those straps, I pulled a 719. I haven't been able to touch the 700s without the straps, so I just stopped. Zercher squat, I went from 441 to 485.6, an increase of 12%. RDL, the one that really lights up my lower back, went from 380 to 492, an increase of 29%. Those numbers really help. Those numbers really went up because I'm using a belt, just for safety. Calf raise, 448, now at 528, an increase of 18%. hack lift. This is probably the most drastic one. Where is it at? 535. I am at 748.6, which I got 3 days ago as of this recording. And like I said, today I pulled a 734. It's in the consistent sevens. My legs are really strong right now. So what I've been doing for the half of the reason I wanted to do the Springfield Frog is because I wanted my legs to get bigger. But I found that I was actually working against myself. If I didn't have the issues that I did, I'd probably still continue and just deal with this hellish 45-second. And again, it's not that I don't want to. I don't care about the pain. I just want my results, okay? But I don't want to go backwards just for the sake of pride either. I've been there, and that's how I blew out my back a year and some change ago. I'm not doing that anymore. We're older, we grow, we learn, okay? So with that being said, I'm just going to stick to strengthening my legs and focus on the hypertrophy time under tension dynamically, aka in the gym. And now that my joints are stronger, I should be able to handle leg day twice a week with no horrible knee pain anymore. So that's what I'm doing, you know. And this doesn't even have to be heavy weight. It's moderate, so 60% of my max in the gym for time under tension, 2 to 3 seconds, with a minute to at most minute and a half rest time dynamically, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, guys, this is my update. It looks like overall we are up probably like 30% since I started this one strength wise. So did I want to do the hypertrophy? Yes, I did, but sometimes we gotta run an audible. Listen, good coaches in football, they notice that sometimes we gotta change it. They notice the other team's lineup is starting to change and they're starting to read us, and we gotta run an audible. So that's what we're doing here. And this probably won't be the last time. I do this all the time whenever I notice that something's not going exactly the way it should, you know, just run an audible play. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, come join the squad with us. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.